Thank you for watching RooTV.
Welcome back to another episode of RooTV. I'm Deja McKenzie. Stay tuned to hear about the recent shooting at the Independence Shopping Center this past Friday. At the first ever collaboration between the university and alumni-owned apparel shop made Mobb, drinks were flowing, tags were popped, and community was key. With multiple performances, 11 vendors inside, and 3 food and drink stations outside, the evening showcased local businesses owned and operated entirely by alumni as well as current students. 2 years after forming a successful partnership with the Chiefs, the owner of Made Mobb and class of 2012 UMKC graduate, Vu Nguyen, said it felt like a full circle moment to work with his alma mater. "We slid in the DMs," Nguyen said. From there, it was only a matter of months before their Friday the 13th launched this past October. "We love everything in the city," Nguyen said. "I think the collaboration shows that what we're about is community." Managing Director of Alumni Relations and co-organizer of the event, Katie Woody, was pleased with the early response received by those invited to attend. "Everybody's coming out to support and shop not only the collection, but to also students and alumni vendors," Woody said. "It's just really exciting." UMKC celebrates Engagement Month in October, and Sarah Dressler, the university's operations manager for creative services and co-organizer of the event, knew this would be the perfect way to amplify that. "I think it's been really great," Dressler said, "just being able to collaborate and work together and just really highlight all of the great things about the university. We're really hoping to try to make this an annual event." Now, let's go into the den with Jackson Ogden.
Welcome back into the den. I am Jackson Ogden. Man, sports are going crazy right now on campus. We've got so much going on, and I've got you covered on everything you're going to need to know. So stay tuned, grab a snack, let's get into it. First of all, men's soccer played in the Summit League tournament this past weekend. Wow. I mean, this was not one for the faint of heart. They get down in the first game to Denver, 2-0 in the first 20 minutes. You're thinking, oh God, this is going to be a really long day for the Roos. But they strike back, scoring the next 3 goals to take a 3-2 lead late into the match. Now, Denver would match to make it 3-3. We'd go to overtime. Neither team scored. Go to penalty kicks. Through 5 penalty kicks, still wasn't decided until the Roos finally came through and won it in penalties, a thriller to advance to the championship against Omaha, where unfortunately they would come up short 0-2, but still, what a great effort, what a great season for them. Volleyball took down North Dakota and North Dakota State last week and is set to play St. Thomas in their regular season finale this Wednesday. As things currently sit, they are second in the Summit League, and they have clinched their spot in the Summit League tournament. On to basketball. Men's basketball started with a fire 2-0 start after wins against Avila and St. Mary. They're set to take on number 15 Baylor and at Colorado State this week, so it is going to be a really, really tough week for them on the road. Good tests for them, though. Women's basketball is 1-1. They got a nice opening day win before losing a close one at UTEP. They're set to take on Utah State on Tuesday, and then this Saturday, a big one, taking on Kansas at Municipal. Make sure you're there, pack it. There's going to be a lot of KU fans there, so we're going to need all the Roos fans out there loud and proud for our Lady Roos. All right, now the Chiefs were on a bye week last week, so nothing to talk about in that department, but they have a huge game upcoming this week against the Philadelphia Eagles, a Super Bowl rematch on Monday Night Football. It's a tough one to predict. Both teams have kind of been a little worse than they were last year, even if the records don't indicate it. They don't look as smooth as they did last year. I expect this one to be lower scoring than that 38-35 Super Bowl. Give me the Chiefs to win a tightly contested one, 23-20, and what should be one of the better primetime games of the season. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. As always, go Chiefs, go Royals, and Roo up.
It's not over until the Mockingjay sings. Welcome back to RooTV. My name is Afnan Hussain, and today let's dive into President Snow's revolting and slimy mind as we gear up for the new Hunger Games movie this Thursday. For those unaware of what I'm talking about, the film is about the first ever Hunger Games. To prepare, I dug into the book it's based on, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. At first, I wasn't thrilled that the film and the book would focus on Snow. I wanted more games, more victors, not his backstory. But after reading the book, my oh my, I'm pumped for the film. The story reveals how the Hunger Games weren't always this fancy event. No scores, interviews, sponsors, or fancy arenas. Early on, it was more punishment than entertainment. Some tributes didn't even make it to the arena. It was just a sports arena in the Capitol, not a battleground. We also see a more human side of the Capitol, how it suffered during the war, from bombings to cannibalism. Most importantly, the story unveils a transformation of President Snow from a poor, entitled youth into the sadistic leader of the nation. He's disgusting, but still so sympathetic somehow. You understand the choices he makes. You know why he's making them. You see the circumstances shoving him in that direction, but at the same time, it doesn't stop the anger from flowing. I love this book for its mix of power, romance, and villainy. Can't wait to see it on screen this Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving break, Ruse, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
On Friday, November 10th, police investigated a shooting at the Independence Mall where 4 people were injured. A bystander, Nick Stevens, told KMBC-TV that when the gunfire rang out, he initially thought something had fallen and didn't think too much of it. I saw people looking for a hiding spot, he said. When I saw people actually running, I grabbed my stuff and "we gotta go" popped into his mind. Then the mall security told everyone to get out. Christopher Stevens, another bystander, said the noise was so loud he could hear it through his headphones. I was watching video on my phone and volume all the way up, and I heard what sounded like an automatic gun, he said. I'm thinking someone fell. I see people running and telling us to go. He got a gun. Officials says they believe 2 groups of people were shooting at each other, but they are still trying to figure out the details. As of now, 3 suspects are currently in custody. Although 3 people have non-life-threatening injuries, the 4th victim, 19-year-old Carla Brown, who was pregnant, passed away along her unborn child due to the injuries. The City of Independence issued the following statement Friday. This act of violence in our community saddens us. The safety of our citizens and visitors is always our top priority. We want to thank our first responders for their quick actions. We have many questions, just like all of you, but now we would like to focus on our energy on those injured and impacted by this event. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of RooTV. Don't forget to hop on the subscribe button and follow us on Instagram at RooTV UMKC. Have a great Thanksgiving. That we're about is I'm so sorry.
Into the tree. I need to stop singing that song like very poppy because it's a really sad song. It's about death and but it's so catchy.
As always, go Chiefs, go Royals, and Roo up.